What? You never played Tuber Simulator?
Hello YouTube, this is MaulGamer, and today we have another weird video for this very weird day for my channelversary. Please help me. Anyway, so for this video we'll be ranking 6 of my pieces that I've done in the past. I say we because I am joined with my great friend Lunatomes.
Oh.
Say hi, Lunatomes.
Hello!
Well, you said hi anyway. Yeah, anyway. So, anyway, I'm gonna hate myself if I don't start quickly, because we probably would get off topic, like we did last time. And so, let's start with my first piece. Go ahead and just tell me what you think, please.
Okay,
Initial thoughts.
well, the first thing that I noticed about it is it's kind of blurry. The photo is a little
I was taking
blurry.
this picture on an I took this picture on an iPhone 4.
iPhone 4?
Okay, I had an iPhone 4 back then. I hate it, and
wow. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, if you saw it, if I took a picture now, it'd be much more, no joke. But I remember this took like 6 hours to make,
wow.
which, to be honest, isn't long for like other things like you'll see later. Like, it's not that long.
I don't even remember
my recent FNAF one, like that took me over 2 weeks, 6 weeks, I think.
Wow.
I think 6 weeks was close, but that was also because I was at schools and using school computers, so it wasn't. I mean, I can't use Adobe Fireworks now, but
Yeah.
Now, in this image you can't really see it properly, but if you notice that the monitor below actually has some lines from sister location. Now let's administer a controlled shark.
Oh,
those sort of lines. Yeah, it was old.
I thought you meant like actual lines. I don't know why. Like, you know, drawing lines. But you know what? Speaking lines are cool too.
Yeah, and to be honest, I did make them a little. They are supposed to look blurry. That part anyway.
What do you think you spent the most
only because
time
it's
on with this?
To be honest, the table. Not gonna lie, the table. The table. Yes, the table. I was trying to shade it and everything, and I couldn't find the other brown, so it was the table. The arm and the eye didn't take long.
The arm?
The body took. Yeah, there's a mini arm on the table.
Those.
They didn't take long. Everything else took quite a bit. Also, it took quite a bit for me to do the Faz Coins logo, so I just did what I wanted with it. It's not the actual logo, but...
What is it, though? Is it, like...
Faz Coins is, like, the currency,
I know what
I think.
Faz Coins is, but, like, what is the logo right now on your thing?
It's Faz Coins Malls edition.
Ah, that makes sense, I think.
Oh, Fred Coins. It's now called Fred Coins.
Wait, what?
Not Faz Coins, but Fred Coins. Fred Coins. Freddy Coins.
Huh, okay.
So anyway, out of 10, I probably would give this a 7 out of 10. It was okay for my past, but it was...
Yeah, I'd say that too. It's pretty good, honestly. Like...
Not my best, but it was still pretty good for my first one, actually.
I like the details that you have on Baby. Like...
Everything before it was just like females. You know, a bit like the Mole-chan, but just less detailed. I mean the Mole-chan in my background. Yeah, just less detailed. Anyway, next up, we have another one of probably you will most likely remember, if it could only load.
Drum roll.
It's...
Oh, this one!
Everyone is here, RE edition.
That is a lot of things on one page.
35 games.
You know,
different
I feel
games,
like
I mean,
really
to be
good.
exact.
I feel like you'd be really good at making Where's Waldo things.
Yeah, I probably would, except where's Mole-chan? But there's like a million different colours and words and stuff like that, or something like that. This took like a week, I think, altogether, so not too bad. It originally was just going to be a FNAF piece again, but then it's just began to have weird curvies on. I don't know what that warp style is supposed to look like, but there we go.
It looks like a I don't know, like just something.
I don't know what it.
Like if you turn a certain way, it kind of looks like a Super Saiyan Sonic head.
Yes. Oh yes, it does. If you look at it upside down,
that's what I did.
Sonic. Yeah, pretty much. Also, can we just acknowledge the fact that near the EV on Everyone Is Here, there's a Pac-Man with a tongue.
Oh, why did you put a tongue?
And I don't know. Also, there was an Amino logo. If you look near that, underneath Medic, which is near Is.
I heard.
If you go down a bit, you can see it was really bad. I couldn't remember like the colours, so I always did that instead. Also, I hate Nugget's arm.
Interesting.
There's just way too much going on in here, and
I'm just trying to like look at everything that's here.
it's hard to do that. Like some of these are like you forget that they're actually games, and sometimes think, why did I put them in anyway? Like there's the fact that there's an X-wing and TIE fighters in one area, and then there's a Death Star in another, which you wouldn't expect. You wouldn't expect that, but that's the whole because there were games.
I'm realizing how many Pac-Man there are now.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. And also, there's one question people still have about this piece. At the very bottom, near the Boogie Bomb and Mr. Midnight dead, because I don't know why. There's a black thing.
Is that a die? It looks like a die.
I don't know. I don't know. It's oh no, not that. No, that's a diamond block. I meant the what looks to be like a mask. I don't even know where that came from. I just did it.
Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting.
But also, some people do forget about the fact that Ditto, if you look in its corner, it's actually becoming shiny.
It's becoming shiny?
Yeah, it saw another Ditto that's shiny. It's like,
oh,
I'm also becoming shiny.
Into the shiny Ditto.
Because it wants to look better.
I mean, shiny Ditto. You cannot get more better than a shiny. What?
Although, really, to be honest, in the end, shiny Ditto is just useless. Because it's not going to stay like that.
Well, I mean, it's cool to flaunt to your friends. Just like, I have a shiny Ditto. Then they'll come back at you and say, true. I have a shiny Giratina, fight me.
I have a shiny Mega Rayquaza, fight me. Then, no, shiny Ultra Necrozma, you're dead.
Yeah, I mean...
But to be honest, I would give this probably a 6 out of 10. Not the best, but not the worst.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
Same? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, one of your original favourites, actually. If I recall, anyway. I can't remember.
I feel, you know what? I know I was, wait, was I? I have a feeling I was on the Amino when this happened, but I don't have any recollection of it.
I think it was, yeah, you definitely was on the Amino when it happened, because
like I know it was around
this was at the Spooky Art
Halloween,
competition.
Like...
Yeah, the Spooky Art competition. It was me versus someone else versus Shelby. I won because I was just happy that I won. But I won 2 competitions in a row.
Yeah.
And now I see this every time I log into Amino if there's no featured posts or the featured post has no pictures. Really, we do need to change that, to be honest. We need to get a new one done.
Yeah, it's
like,
not
at
Halloween
this point,
anymore.
But also the fact that it's like, it looks bad for the Amino in some way, in my opinion. It just doesn't work. You know, we've had Baldi's Basics and stuff, so like, we need something that shows the Amino as well as random encounters itself, if you know what I mean. To be honest, this did take quite a bit, but not as long. I think about 4 days, not that bad. And I liked how I used 2 songs. If you notice, I used 2 different songs per side. Welcome Home for the good side. Welcome home, you've been away for far too long.
Okay, I see, yeah.
And then on the other side, the Bendy and Inky musical. Maybe we can fix that. Although I do question why I did like a mini like searcher and a mini big ink blob in the corner. Like,
because it makes
I don't know why.
Bendy look menacing and huge.
But it does. That was my problem. If I made him bigger, it would have looked better. But I mean, to be honest, it's not accurate to size.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, one side isn't, because Ink Demon would be much bigger, but instead I made him the exact same size. And sometimes I look at this piece and think, and this happened with that, you know, the first Kara one I did a while back.
The what?
I did a Frisk and Kara one, a bit like this, but it was just their face.
I heard none of that.
I think it's my Frisk Kara one.
Oh, that one, right.
Yeah, I get the same feeling where I look at one side, then I look at the other side's face, and I think they're the exact same thing.
I mean, yeah, like...
Now, here's a little thing about... Here's a little fact about this. This is an old picture. This is an old picture due to the fact that the new version, the more recent one, pictures, actually have a black outline around it again, but a bit like a few millimeters away to give a white outline effect.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, to be honest, I actually never forget this one, thanks to the amino. The hand, though, that hand on Ben the good side hates me. The hand on the good side, Bendy, hates me.
What do you mean?
Because that took 6 hours.
6 hours?
So do you remember how the baby one, like that whole thing took 6 hours? Well, this took 6 hours itself. That just because the thumb would either look way too big or the finger would look distorted.
How do you have the patience to work on a hand for 6 hours? I could barely work on a full body wolf for 30 minutes.
It's called being a screw. It took ages, but in the end, I finally got it done. And actually, a fun fact: I wouldn't have as annoying, I wouldn't get that problem again usually with pencil, because I had to do it with pencil, and it took longer because then I had to do it in pen again. Because I have a drawing pen, right?
You do.
Which has a rubber on. So the rubber helps it so much these days.
Oh, okay. I see.
So, you know, like a pen with a rubber on the end of it, but it's for drawing. It's really good. So I would give this a solid 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say around 8 out of 10. Just because, like, the evil side is a bit awkward. Just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit awkward. I mean, there is, like, mini tentacles and that, which didn't do well for me.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Also, the head not lining up is a little weird, but, you know.
I know, but I didn't really want it to match perfectly. I wanted you to at least notice that they're two different sides, not the same thing together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, we're moving to number 1, because we are number 1, hey. Anyway, funny story actually. So like, I got detention, and they allowed me to draw, and this is what I came up with. In detention, out of everything, I drew this in detention.
Interesting.
What are your initial thoughts on this? I've not actually used this since the first one, so.
Initial thoughts. Accurate for most people.
Yeah, like the fact that you're just gonna keep on playing on one side and the other side is just you keep on dying.
It's just like, you keep playing, you keep on dying, but you're like, I gotta win, so you keep playing, and then it's past 12 o'clock and you're like, ah!
That is pretty much the whole point of the musical, though. Actually, on the bottom of like the player side, it actually it's kind of cropped somehow, but it says 4 days later.
4 days later.
Yeah, he's been playing that for 4 days, technically, and it's over 12 a.m. He's, as you can tell, he's clearly not eaten because
Give
he's
this
lost
guy
weight.
an award. He has been playing for 4 days.
He probably has had breaks in between. I mean, this guy needs to at least use the bathroom or something.
Bathrooms are for the weak. He is strong boy.
What I liked about doing this though was on the player side having the eliminated by, and on the other side as well having a couple references like eliminated by Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Ninja again, though you probably can't see it. Oh yeah, you can. It's like really at the bottom, but it looks faded.
Isn't Jack's name Toss Boy though?
I know, but like, okay, look, I forgot what it was in detention.
Wait.
It was detention. I forget.
No, it's like Jackie Boy Man.
Also, so do you remember what I mean? The 30-day meme image.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Rice King?
Yeah, we haven't like, he hasn't posted in a while.
Yeah, he still hasn't finished that challenge, by the way. He said he would finish it, like...
He said, I have come back, and but then he never came back.
Yeah, underneath, eliminated by Ninja, on the bottoms part, I did write eliminated by the Rice King. Because I don't know why I did. I just wrote that.
You just like it? Because it's funny? Ha! I don't know.
Sorry. Of course, some of the top...
Whoops.
Some people, and I'm guessing you might have, forget, if you look at the top right corner very carefully, you can see Google, or at least someone, it was actually like the full sentence, how to get good at Fortnite. Like AJ actually just in the corner. And it actually says underneath, I'm feeling lucky. Because it's Google.
Oh, I see that. That's interesting.
We have eliminated by that bush camper, which is literally bush camper. We all hated them in Fortnite. Back in the old Fortnite days, we hated bush campers. Although we didn't hate birds knocking us off the gliders, because that wasn't a thing. I wonder if they ever would actually do that. Not gonna lie. The only thing I don't like about this is the skin. Like you see at like the third box.
Yeah.
I just don't like how he looks in some way.
Wait, the one.
I think it's
the one that has all the stuff pointing at him, or?
Yeah, pretty much eliminated by everything.
Oh.
With a rocket launcher. I do forget this, to quote me on this. Burst SMG or something like that. I can't remember. No, not Burst SMG. Something like. Anyway, I can't remember. I'm bad at Fortnite.
I don't play Fortnite.
Pumps, pistols, you name it. Also, since it was my art, I had to do a joke about me, and also what I have done in the past. I stepped on a trap that was on the floor, clearly when you can see it, and next to it I put eliminated by MaulGamer on this.
That's like
as a joke to my past. That is the worst thing I've ever done. Because my teammate said, "Oh, it's ours," and literally I went in it and he trolled me. Wow. I hate him. Wow. Anyway, by the way, I do have a little longer, so we can carry on this. So, what would you rate this first?
Me?
We got some. It's out of 10 by the sounds of things, guys.
Yeah, out of 10. That's exactly what I give it.
Out of 10. Personally, the only things I would say that bring it down are the facts that 1, I did this in detention, and 2, I did this and well, I did this with the default looking really bad, and also the colours are faded. Although I think I used a red pen. I think I like the red for eliminated by what the player name.
Oh.
And it's faded a bit, but now I think I've used like a red fine Sharpie or something. Now, so I'm personally
a 6 out of 10.
6. I'd say 7 again.
Yeah, 6 or 7 out of 10.
I mean, it's, as I said, and actually, the only thing I still find funny that people never mention is the Pac. Can't see the Pac-Man
The
bed.
what?
The Pac-Man bed.
Oh!
The Pac-Man bed. You know I'm talking about the Pac-Man bed. It's a Pac-Man bed.
Well, I mean...
Did you know, years ago, AJ confirmed he actually had a Pac-Man bed.
Oh.
When he was a kid, he had a Pac-Man bed. I think it was in a live stream or something.
That's adorable.
He had a Pac-Man bed. Anyway, next up, one of my personal
Here we go.
true favourites.
Oh, this is your background on Amino, isn't it?
I think it is. I can't remember.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through there and I saw this in the background. I was like, oh, this.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It is a nice one. I did this also in school, like most of these, but this one was mostly done in a science classroom.
A science classroom?
The first thing I did on this, actually, which was really funny, which was in the science classroom, I keep forgetting his name because I forget all the bosses' names these days, was the doctor, whatever his name, the scientist. I keep forgetting his name. You know, the one Matt Pat did.
Yeah, I know.
So isn't it funny that the fact that it was a science character I did first in the science classroom?
I mean, you were probably thinking about science, so you're just like,
yeah,
science, dude.
I wasn't thinking about science. I was thinking about Matt Pat, but okay. I mean, to be honest, they do kind of correlate. Matt Pat, science, that works, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why he fit the role so well. He does science anyway.
I feel like they nailed a lot of roles for these. Like Mark as the devil. Did I just?
Half of that was cut out for me because you sounded like a robot again.
I just heard a Discord sound effect, but okay. I'm not touching anything anymore.
To be honest, my least favorite character on here, I probably would say Wally Jr.
Wait, which one is that?
Young Wally, the bird. The baby bird that Matt Pat also voiced, which was, how in the world did he do that?
I think they pitched it up a little bit. Like, if you hear the actual recording from the video that they did, I think they pitched it up because Matt Pat sings his highest.
Yeah, he did. Originally it was going to look like a poster for Cuphead, but then I thought, you know what, let's do this as a musical. And the second thing I did for this was the logo.
Musical in one frame.
I mean, yes, it pretty much is. Like, you can literally put your finger on each character and you can actually say their lines knowing there's every character from the musical I hear. Everyone is here. Da 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 da. Better stop now before I get copyrighted by Nintendo.
I mean, just replace music. Go.
Da da da. Anyway, to be honest, my favorite here has to be King Dice.
Yeah, that is. I think you got the perspective on him really good. Like the top, and then it kind of looks like it's slanting down as the face.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying, but I hope you get it.
I mean, that's the only one of the issue characters I got, like the one with the most issues, was the vegetable trio.
Vegetable trio.
And I keep forgetting his name. Please quote me on this. The onion. I did it in purple. I did a red onion. I didn't even remember its colours. I did a red onion.
Oh.
And then I had to rub it out. And it was with a purple pencil, so I was like, it'll be fine, but you're still going to see, like, purple. But the thing that took, that I had most issues with, but the longest thing, so the one I did less issues with, is Carla Marie, if I remember her correctly, which is the mermaid. The hands, I mean, like, those hands. Yeah. Those hands.
Yeah, like...
I was, like, so shocked I was able to do them first try.
It's interesting. I want to zoom in, but I can't. Oh, I could use this.
And then right next to her is, two Cupheads about to lose big. Or two bad Cupheads about to lose big. I mean, dang it. I'm forgetting the musical. It's my favourite musical. I'm forgetting it.
Don't worry. I don't know all the lines to my favorite musical, but you know.
At one point, as you can tell, some parts did get a bit annoying. With like writing the lines, or at least a line for the characters, and I got so annoyed at that. And yeah, but a little fun fact again. One other part, just before they go into King Dice,
Yeah.
where they do one shift the stars, yeah, all that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I actually all 4 of them lines are on here. Like the 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 shift the stars, and 2 bad cups about to lose big, 3 heads will hunt till Cuphead feels to burn, and 4 the rest of his headlining gig are all on here. But the one you least see is 4, because I've purposely written it small. I've purposely written it small because Sally, the character, is on a lightning bolt, very small.
Oh, I didn't know she was up there.
Very small, purposely because that makes small. Then it's as big as it's character. It's character. I can't even speak today.
Don't worry, nor can I.
I mean, your bloopers in some of your other videos have shown you can never speak.
Yeah, I honestly can't. No matter when I try to speak, like even when I try to speak, I don't know what I'm saying sometimes, and I just mess up my words. So
half the time,
you're not alone.
Half the time, that's the same for me. So for the second of last one, this one, what would you rate it out of 10? Luna's thinking now. She's thinking hard. What will you rate it out of 10?
Oh.
Oh, did I cut off so you couldn't not hear?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why.
I was confused.
So Luna was not thinking. Luna was not thinking. So anyway, what would you rate it out of 10? No, Luna was thinking.
Rate it out of 10. Around a 7. I say that as I'm looking at whatever.
Yeah, this is one of them. This is one of them which is supposed to be like everyone is here, but also it's like supposed to be like an individual thing.
It's individual, but all of them.
And it's like, you know how like you were telling me like with my spring that spring competition one, which was how you say, just don't do too many voices, like don't do too many lines. This is one of them that feels just like that. Like it shouldn't have had too many lines,
like
especially in that pen.
I feel like there's also just a lot going on in that one.
There was.
There's too much to be looking at.
Like
some character doing something over here, and then there's another one going over there and doing something else. That's not how that works.
It's that like this one also feels like there's too much going on, but in its own way. It's like everyone's there, which
everyone's doing their own thing.
I can't,
which is interesting.
I can't blame it. I seriously can't, because like my old self is completely different to what I'll do now.
Yeah, that's true. Like I used to do that too. Actually, I would put like. There was one piece that I knew as soon as I drew it, I was like, this is too much.
Actually, coming back to the everyone is here quickly. I remember you'd have to click back to it, don't worry. But if you want to, I remember you telling me quite a bit ago that you actually had also the idea of doing something a bit like it, but failed.
Wait, what?
You had the same idea as me.
Oh, yeah, I did have the same idea. Like, I was gonna put, like, a bunch of, like, how do I describe this?
Game characters? Game logos?
No, I was going to do the characters, but as they're played by, like, in the musicals, so I was gonna have like
Matt Pat as King Dice or something like that, or something.
Yeah, and I would have like Pikachu as
AJ.
Pikachu,
yeah, that makes sense.
And Mark is like the night guard, and I actually was going to put Jack in there, but like I didn't know what to do for him. I actually had
in the end, you never got
a lot of them drawn out. I just didn't want to.
But you never got round to it.
Yeah.
Big joke. Anyway, I actually haven't said my out of 10, surprisingly. Probably an 8. A bit like, I mean, it's not as good it's better than my baby that I did, but not as good as something that, was like, not as good as something like Bendy or something, whatever I put as 9. Anyway, I just think mainly it's there is a lot. The art itself is good because I hate myself sometimes. Just like I hate doing taking a break.
Sorry, my phone is being a butt. I couldn't hear any of that.
Oh, it's fine. I was just talking about why I hate myself sometimes, especially taking a break when I could have clearly just not taken a break. Although I did have a stressful time. I think I was more stressed taking a break than I was not taking a break. If you know what I mean, like, I was stressed taking the break, but I was also taking a break because of stress. If that makes sense?
Wow, I am going to listen back to this in the recording, and I am going to know everything that you said. And I am going to be like, oh, but now I have no idea. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Anyway, last one. Luna, you should know this one.
Huh?
This is the last one. The last one's ready.
Oh. Sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, you should remember this one. It's probably one of my favourites. It for one that took me since October to do. No, I'm not joking. This took since October to do this one. RE Articon 2018. Anyway, Luna, what is your initial thought on the final piece?
Well,
I'm sure today at least. I mean, you've got to remember this one. You've got to remember this one. If you don't remember this one, then I don't know why. Like, you probably have a really bad memory.
I don't know where I've seen this from.
I don't know where you've not seen this because, I don't know. It probably took since, October to do this, and it might have been the piece for a Pacific competition that you may or may not know.
What competition is that, Maul?
Maybe it's called RE Article 2018, or as you sometimes called it, ArtCon.
Yeah,
I'm not joking. You called it ArtCon, and I don't know how many times, and I was like, it's Articon, but okay.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's the same thing.
ArtCon sounds like
I just missed an eye.
ArtCon sounds like a convention. Articon sounds like a competition. Know your differences. Anyway.
Actually, they both sound like conventions, but
So yes, as I said, this took since October. This took since October. Okay. But technically speaking, if I put it all together, how much time altogether it took, probably took about a week. I started it in October and then just added the months as it went by.
Aren't you doing that this year too?
Yes, I am still working on it. I need to put. I've already put Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, so I just need to do
Plans for
and then I need to do another FNAF one this month. Whoop whoop whoop! Let's do this.
Wait, there's another.
Yes, there is going to be one. Let's talk about it later. Anyway.
Okay. Thoughts?
Yes.
It's weird how I'm just now realizing how much you like to do half pieces. There's a lot of them where you have one side and then the other side is different, a different side.
Yeah.
Of them. It's you know what I mean?
Yeah, as you can tell.
You do that a lot. I can see that in Baldy and
the Granny and Heavy.
What is that one? Oh yeah, Granny. Yeah,
but
and Heavy.
This was made before I did the Cuphead and the. So this is actually we went forwards, but then we're going straight backwards again, because technically I started this. If I started this in October, I did the Baldy and Granny section.
Well, let's just say that this one is all over the
I
place.
mean, this was before Fortnite one, so I mean, like, that's why I hated the Fortnite section of this, because it looked really bad. Also, people always tell me, like, when they see this, just looking at it, at first glance, they was like, where's watch out? Where's watch out? Where's watch out? And I'm like, it's there. You just have to look very closely. You can just see a Navi just there. Or Navy, I don't know. Navy sounds like it's Navi. Yeah, because there's no Y in it, so. But it's like just in between the two. It's there, but then like everything else is Super Smash Bros.
I see.
And then there's the Reaper. There's Reaper. I don't like Reaper. I hated doing Reaper. It was easy to do, but I hate it. Die. Sorry, I can do a deep voice.
Is it weird that I envision him just like a Halloween ghost thing that goes on one of those like a
ghoul, like
motorized ghosts that fly across your That's what he looks like.
I know, but I mean, Sony is supposed to represent his smoke sort of thing, what he could do, like when it becomes a shadow. I've not played Overwatch in a while.
I have never played Overwatch, so you are fine.
To be honest, out of all of the things, I don't know what's my least favourite. Probably the granny section, because of course you can't see Heavy well. Like, you can't see Heavy well.
Yeah. He's kind of smashed up against the wall, and the art.
Yeah. I only put you and me and Granny next to each other because both of them include one Pacific boy, which we all love because of one specific reason that may or may not involve Yuri.
May or may not. You never know.
You never know. It might not be. It might be hashtag we don't want urinate, or maybe it is 100% hashtag we want urinate. Please come back.
But you'll never know.
People, to be honest, the one that I hate due to like people saying it's really the best one, even though I personally don't think of it like that, but in a different way, is Don't Starve.
Oh, yeah, I don't...
To be honest, like, loads of people like it because, like, the trees look amazing or something like that, but then, like, but I personally don't like it.
I don't either. Like, I feel like Random Encounters, like, starts off, like, in the year a little shaky with their musicals. They're just like, the ones that you'll probably never remember. And then you get down to, like, Cuphead. Which
except
everyone remembers.
Except for this year. Like, except for this year, Delta Loop was really good, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's...
I'm just going for...
I feel like the big collabs are the ones that get remembered.
The Doki Doki one. I mean, there's actually reference to Your Reality in the Doki Doki one, and it's actually the pen. The pen that I showed just next to the knife, it's actually... The ink is flowing in a dark puddle, into a dark puddle, as Monica sings. It's like, the ink flowing into a dark puddle. And that's exactly what's happening. But you know what I should have put on this, and I wish I didn't put it on it? Urinate's greatest tea. You knew
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I had each one of these I'm doing. I'm probably going to have to add the beard somewhere. In this one, I use beard for Ground Zero, whereas the new one, I can't remember exactly what I used the beard for now. Yikes! Big yikes! Probably gonna have to check actually. Like, I don't quite remember what I did for the beard. I may or may not have it on my phone somewhere, so I'm probably gonna have to check. But to be honest, this one, it's one of my favorites altogether, the whole thing, I mean.
This one on the screen or the 2019 one?
The 2018. It is one of my favorites, so Detective Pikachu is one of my favorite ones to actually draw. Because there is actually I can't even speak. Magnification or whatever. You know what I mean? because it's just a little bigger. I made it just a really bit bigger.
I
And
see
the
that
bolder
now.
like colour, the bolder outline. I purposely made it bolder, so. Oh, should I say boldy?
Ha ha ha.
No.
No.
What am I doing? Why are we still here? Just to suffer. The weirdest of them all. Oh, the weirdest of them all. But then, I hate my life.
Ha!
I hate my life. Anyway, it's actually the boldy one. It is the boldy one. Or the Fortnite one. It's either one of them two. They're both really weird and ugly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like it would be the baldy one, cause like the Fortnite one, you have someone jumping.
I think it's I think
it's
like
just...
the drawing was weird. Like, have you not seen that girl at the bottom of the hill shooting? She doesn't even have a proper eye colour. She's just pupil, which kind of looks exactly like it's part of her hair as well, which is really bad.
I mean, I feel like the details like there would be like so small enough that you don't notice it, because I don't notice that.
Yeah, it's just like on the Overwatch section. Well, it's not that small, but you can actually see numbers counting down, which is exactly like the musical with her powers ups or whatever, but moves. But I can't even speak. But yeah, I would probably rate this a 7 out of 10. I know I said it's my best, but to be honest, it's best in its unique way. Everything else is just there. It's best in its category, which is called the REA Articon pieces. There's only 2 as of yet, and one of them isn't even finished.
Well, you have like.
I mean, well, technically, I probably would finish it about like January next year. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, January next year, because think about it. I'm gonna have to do December, and I probably might not even get time to do it when it's made.
That's true.
If you hear a zip, I'm probably trying to find something. So.
Okay. I'd rate this a yeah, 7 out of 10.
It's okay in its unique way. That band.
Yeah. It's special. Let's just give it the brand special.
Articon special. Now we can finally breathe. This was a long video with lots to crop out and stuff. Anyway, yes. So, Luna, do you want to say your goodbyes, or do a pop in or something? I don't know. Do something I didn't do in your video. Do something I didn't do in your video. I don't know. Like pop in, whatever.
No, I don't know. What?
You know how I didn't like just say your goodbyes. Put what you want in. Like, do you want to say something to the audience out here? Having a really bad time today, because today's a really annoying day with all these uploads I'm doing. So you want to like say your goodbye? So you want to like say your goodbyes?
Oh,
getting
sorry.
off track, huh?
Bye.
Like, do you want to say something to this audience having a bad time today?
No. Yes, actually, I do. And as the text said before, my Wi-Fi was being a complete But, sorry, I forgot Maul's channel is completely clean. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, subscribe to my channel, Lunatones, an art channel where I post speed arts of things I'm most passionate about, which is usually Pokemon, My Little Pony, either FNAF, random encounters, yeah, those things, and yeah, I'm also into animation, and I may be taking a few requests later. Wink wink, nudge nudge, hopefully. Actually, it might be commissions. But still. Please subscribe. Now back to the madness.
You're just like me. What kind of YouTuber are you? Yes, I remember that perfectly. Anyway, I can't wait to do an anyway complimation. The amount of times I've said anyway in a video. No, how many times I've said am I right lads or am I right lads in a video? That's a complimation I have to do. So bye guys, and I'll see you later in another video, but you're probably also gonna hate. Bye.